two.
Said it's live.
Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton,
Scott Swiftwater Tony, Rob White Gold, Jared Wheeler, and your host, Tim Grimes. Joe, and thanks for tuning in. Hey, what's happening, fellas? Sunday.
Yep.
June
Yeah.
1st, too. Whole new month. Looky there. And it's still like freaking winter here. It's cold.
It is June 1st. I never got.
Yes, we're in a whole new month now. May is over. June is here. Dang. That got here quick, didn't it? Did May just fly by?
Yeah. The month of freedom.
Freedom. That month of, where did it go? It was here and then it's gone.
Yep.
Now it's June.
IndyCar and NASCAR both.
Yeah. Goodness.
I can't remember the last week of May.
Yeah, my guy bopped it really good last weekend.
That's because it was your birthday weekend.
Yeah, he wrecked his IndyCar and then he wrecked the NASCAR.
Oh, who?
Kyle Larson.
Kyle Larson.
Yep.
Man.
He burgered it up.
You're not liking that NASCAR's on Prime, though, huh?
No, that's why I said I was like, I don't think they're racing because I couldn't find it. And then you reminded me, oh, it's on Prime. I was like, oh, dang it. No, I don't like it on Prime.
They found another way to make more money.
I guess.
Well, let's see. How can we make more money? Oh, buy the NASCAR thing so we get to televise it. Okay.
Exactly.
And then people can subscribe to us if they want to watch it. Yeah. 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 Hey. Crazy,
It's
crazy.
It's a joke. It sucks.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Been seeing a lot of people out there on the old Facebook land getting out and getting their pans dirty.
You have.
Yeah, there's been quite a few people.
Have you seen 20?
20.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Jared gets it. Rob might. Think
I seen $25.
Think a couple weeks back. I wish I could do time lapse. Make it go back like a dream sequence. Yeah.
Right.
And then you know what I was talking about.
I don't know.
Think about it, Scott. Dang, 20. We was talking about 20.
I don't have a clue.
Rob's smiling. Rob, do you know? Just say yes or no.
I'm at a loss. I don't know.
You don't remember? You don't remember the 20, Karen?
I don't remember yesterday.
Oh, God. Am I around here with the memory anymore? Thank God this stuff's all video so we can go back and go, oh, yeah, I did say that.
2020, I don't know.
Remember I said, we're 20 members away from
okay.
8,000? Okay. Is it ringing?
Oh, yeah, I did forget to do that.
Now it's ringing a bell. Hey,
I did forget to do that.
Ding, 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 ding. Yay.
We got 3 more, didn't we?
We got 4 more. We need 16 now. So can you get 16 in a day?
Try.
I could do that. I'd get 16 a day. Come on, man. You can do it. You can do it. Rich. There he is.
Man, it took forever. I don't know what the heck's going on.
Computer issues.
Computer error.
Are you okay now? Is it all good? We see you. We hear you.
That's the wrong button.
Yeah. We
I
see
got
you.
too much crap open. I don't even know what I'm hitting.
Just don't hit the one that says Tim Grimes Zoom meeting.
Don't hit the one that says end, and you're good. You are fine and dandy.
Well,
Did you get a new computer?
Says enter email. No.
Not yet.
Oh.
No, you got new internet. But not new
Okay.
Not yet. I'm
I
sure.
we
want
need out here.
something where sign in. Well, I was trying to look for a Zoom email, but I guess I don't have one.
Yeah,
I
don't
guess I
matter.
don't have to sign in.
You're in, so I guess it doesn't matter, right?
I guess I don't have to. I guess I
Right.
don't have to sign in, but it just took forever for me to be connected, I guess.
Strange, 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 very strange.
I mean, it wouldn't come up for me to click anything. I kept hitting Zoom meeting, but nothing happened.
Yeah.
It just, I mean, nothing. It wouldn't spin. It wouldn't do nothing.
Hmm.
That's why I was like, what the hell's going on? I kept clicking and clicking and clicking and clicking, nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. It's time for a new PC, probably. It's just
That's why I'm sitting here biding my times because I got up those updates that they do every freaking month. They're down here waiting, and I know my computer. Sometimes my computer will just go, "Nope, you're doing it now,"
right. It's
and
not
just restarts. I'm like, "Hey,
It'll just end up forcing you. So
yeah,
Just remember, Scott, every Tuesday, Patch Tuesday, that's when all the updates come out.
yeah,
right."
there you go. So whatever what you don't have Tuesday, you'll have another one.
Burns me up though, man.
Now, fortunately, if you have a phone, you might get an update every day from the
Yeah.
same app.
Yep. It's all about the updates.
Yep.
For sure. For sure. For sure. So where are you seeing people out panning at, Rich? Out here, too much dang gum water.
Oh, I mean, just saying on like some I've seen a couple in Ohio. There's a couple in Indiana that I've seen. Not going to mention names, but they're doing their stuff, and a couple. Dang, I can't remember where they're at dredging. I've seen a couple guys dredging.
Huh?
Tim Fisher's still he's still doing his stuff down there.
Right.
He's getting that dredge dug out pretty darn good. The last video I seen, they are replacing a lot of the timbers and stuff like that. I guess they got a big tour
Yeah.
thing now goes through there, and holy cow, he's making it happen for sure.
March.
And he's still finding them dang giant teeth, which I don't know how much they cost per piece, but if you find one as big as your hand, it's got to be a couple $100.
Oh, I thought there were more than that.
Maybe, but you got to have people to buy them.
Well, I think that's the easy part, probably.
Yeah.
It's a megalodon tooth. I would think
That's
them
true.
all day long. Yeah. If
You
the
just
price,
don't know how much what to price them at.
I'm sure there's big collectors out there of them things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like everything.
And then this week I've been cutting on that CNC machine all this week. Holy mackerel!
Did you get that gold prospector space sign done yet? Or prospector
even
radio one? Oh, okay.
Not even close. I had to get stuff to sell first.
Lordy.
We sold some stuff, and then we had some stuff pre-ordered too, so that's good.
Yeah. Well, that's always cool.
So it's work. It works. It's
Live
going to
yet?
work.
That what, Rich?
We live yet?
Yeah, we.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're live, brother. We went live at 7:30.
Okay.
I knew you'd pop in when you got your stuff situated. Yeah, we are live. We are live. Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
Lisa, she just got done cutting the what you call it? Dang it, address deal.
Yeah.
Address plate. She just cut it for a girl. I don't think she got like 25 or 30 bucks out of that one, maybe.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah,
Use it
I
any
said
exotic.
25s and 25s. They add up good, quick.
Oh yeah. So
50s are a little bit.
you getting any exotic wood, or are you just doing it on pine?
We're just doing it on a fine right now. We're not, until we know we're not going to mess it up.
Roger.
Then we'll put it on something.
Roger that.
I got a good piece of wood out there for like my mom's. She wants an address plate, and I said, okay, I'll make them. And I bought a nice piece of wood for a project. It's just I don't want to mess it up, so I want to make sure everything's correct.
Right.
So, but yeah, it's gonna turn out to be pretty good. It's not like I said. It's not a bad summer gig for me.
Right. No.
So,
No, ain't nothing wrong with that. Make up a
Nope.
bunch and set up a booth.
Brian Wilder says Megalodon teeth are worth a few hundred if they're big.
Yeah,
Say,
it's all right. I'll take a few hundred. That's all right.
oh yeah, all day.
Yeah, for finding something in the creek.
I thought they were worth more than that.
I think some are, aren't they? Some of them big ones are.
Oh, 2,000, yeah, even more.
Yeah, right.
Those are retarded teeth, though. If you just think like what they come out of, good God.
Yeah.
If I found one out, I don't think I would sell it anyway.
And they had rows of them. You know, it's a shark. They got rows of those suckers.
Yeah, I don't think I'd sell it either, Rich.
Yeah.
I'd put it in a display case and just look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I found 4 or 5,
Oh, if I found 4 or 5, that's different.
yeah, I've got a couple to sell. You know.
I only found one.
Yeah.
Oh,
And look, I mean, Tim, he finds quite a few. Him and his son find quite a few of them.
oh yeah, they're in a Megalodon shark graveyard, I think.
Yeah. They find other shark teeth too, but
I think that's where they went to die. It's in that area. It's like
must
a
have been because there's a lot of teeth in there.
like an elephant graveyard.
Little sharks, nurse shark teeth. He's got megalodon teeth. It's like all kinds of sharks for some reason were there.
Something.
It's kind of weird.
It's been good eating around there.
And he's got gold.
Yeah.
Can't beat it. Can't beat it. Same creek. And got gold.
And win.
Yeah.
Winner.
Yep.
Uh,
Had something in my mind. I can't remember what it was now. It was from yesterday. Somebody asked a question. I have to think about it.
oh, okay. I thought you knew.
I can't figure it out. I'm like, dang it. I hate when you got something gold related, then you forget what the heck it was even what it even was.
It was a gold related question.
Yeah, it was gold related. I got a buddy up here, Doug. He just started Prospect. Hey, there's a guy he should already be on there, but I don't know if he signed up or not. But he just started doing prospecting a little bit. And he's like, I keep finding these little bitty flag poops. I said, yeah, they're flag poops. He goes, do you even say that? I was like, yeah, it adds up. He goes, really? I was like, yeah, dude.
Gold's gold, right?
Every stack, buddy. It makes weight. If it makes weight, you put it in there.
That's right. You want it all.
He goes, well, that's going to take too long. I'm just going to look for the nuggets. I said, no, don't do that.
Good luck, right?
You're going to be even more upset about the nugget looking for.
He's been watching too much TV, obviously.
I said, you don't find them like that anymore, buddy. I said, you find them big enough that you can pick them up and drop in a pan. That's a picker. It's pretty good for out here. Where my particular area, anyway.
Yeah.
Now, if you we'll go up the creek a couple miles, 5 or 6 miles, you might start finding bigger stuff.
Don't take the fly poop.
Yeah, I'm not sure where BK Outdoors was. I know he was in Arizona, obviously, but
he is in Arizona.
He posted some probably like 5 or so, and they were all like 3 gram plus.
Ooh, nice, nice.
Yeah, I think last thing I seen was he was working that big dry washer that was at the Quartzsite Gold Show. The last video he was working it was just yesterday. He made this video of him working that dry washer. So I think it's where he's getting them is out of that. Now, he's also a good metal detector. So that might have been some of the nuggets that he went to the Garrett's.
Yeah, in the post I'm thinking of, he definitely mentioned his metal detector. So
yeah,
all right, yeah. But I was gonna say because he went to that Garrett's thing, the big outing where Jeff Williams was, and shoot, what's the guy from Canada? It's got the long beard. Oh, Dan
Hurd.
Yeah. He was there. I was surprised there wasn't like a couple more people there, but yeah, they had like a group of maybe 9, 10 that was there, 11. So I think that's probably where he got them. But yeah, like I said, I seen him working the backhoe yesterday on that big dry washer they had at the Gold Show.
Oh, they actually had a gold show yesterday?
No, just remember the one me and Rob went.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That is a very nice dry washing.
Yeah.
And I did mention that to somebody the other night during a watch party, didn't I, David? Jaron? I said they could have used that.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I know Boulder Dash was selling it, but I
Yeah.
can't remember if Boulder Dash made it or his partner made it. I can't remember. But
Huh.
they said they could make them in 2 and 4. But I was like, yeah, first you got to have a backhoe.
Yeah, that's step one.
You ain't loading that baby with buckets unless you got a gaggle of people.
Yeah, a line of them. Start a bucket line, right? Uh-huh.
You would have to.
All right, so what happened on Whitewater? Because I kind of fell asleep watching it.
I didn't even check it out.
Rob, do you watch it?
I was multitasking. I barely was even paying
There
attention.
was periods of flooding.
Okay.
The girlfriend was saying the streets flooded. This would happen in Juneau. Of course, Ray knew about that because he went through it too.
Yeah.
I don't think he went as bad as where she was at, but yeah, they were talking about the flooding in Juneau and the rising waters coming down from the snow, the glaciers down to the plain.
Right.
And they're like, it's like 80 degrees out there or something like that, but they were like dying of heat. You know, uh, they just no gold,
No gold again.
no gold.
So did they decide they're going to move, or they're just going to keep going a little longer?
That's where it gets hazy with me.
Oh, it got hazy with me too. I fell asleep.
Yeah, I know they already have plans of where they're gonna go,
Yeah, right. I remember
but
that.
I think they said they were gonna give it another 2 to 3 days
Okay.
because they think they got within what they believe is about a foot from bedrock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And now the flood's putting everything back while they're waiting.
Yeah.
No, the flood was in Juneau.
Uh,
Oh,
okay. Here's a question I had before I fell asleep. I was watching. And I was being really observant, and James was diving, and they brought him up after a 5-hour dive. Okay. And they're like, okay, let's wrap it up. I'm thinking, well, if that's all you guys are diving in a day, why not send in another diver now? Why only 5 hours? I thought they worked all dang day,
no, that's what I would think. But
you
I
know?
think I'm pretty sure back when Kayla was on there, they were doing multi dives.
But you would think, okay, James is tired, send down Wes or send down, Carlos or send down the girlfriend now. Why quit after 5 hours?
Well, I mean,
That
then
close.
also thinking back to when Justin and Kayla were there,
Uh-huh.
they had two more people also. So,
Right. But
but
still, 5 hours, and now your day's done, and wondering, well, okay, if you're that close,
And how long did it take to get out there?
right, you're that close, keep
yeah,
going. All right, Rich, it's your turn. Go on. I'll sit up here and tend for you. You go down now. I'm a
and
rest.
Dustin's down. I mean, if they had the three more people, there's no reason they shouldn't be doing that. But
Right.
I was
Well, they
gonna
got
say
the yeah.
when we were doing it out here on the man, we get out there at 9 o'clock. We wouldn't leave until like 4 or 5.
Right. I just noticed that the other day. I'm like, 5 hours, that's it. And now you're done for the day. Well, okay. But I'm thinking there's a lot of daylight left there to spare. And you're especially when you're saying how much you need this gold. Well, you're letting all them daylight hours get by. It's
Yeah,
like
and aren't they in
send down
Alaska?
another diver. You know?
Well,
Hey,
you also got to
aren't
remember when Dustin got injured and he couldn't dive anymore, Carlos was, he said, I can only dive X
Right.
amount of hours because,
Right.
he is
Well,
older
right.
than those
Right.
guys,
But you still had Wes. Is it Wes or the one?
Wes.
You still had him. He was fresh. He didn't
oh,
dive.
yeah.
You know, he still had a fresh diver. That's what I'm saying. So,
With the amount of water that was rushing through there at the time, they took some of their wall off that was tunneling the water away from their dig
yeah,
site.
yeah.
Carlos was actually down underwater with the other fella when some rocks came and got his hand, pinched
Oh,
it, and he was asking for help.
oh, geez. Okay,
I think if you had two divers, you'd go 4 and 4. That's 8 hours,
good. Yeah.
you know. And if they wanted to do an extra hours, well, you go 5 and 5, make 10.
I'm
So
just saying, there's a lot of daylight left.
yeah, and like I said, in that river in Alaska.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so right now they're getting their freaking long daylight hours.
Yeah. I was just wondering. No, I
Huh.
You know,
I don't know.
I don't know. I just
And they brought up his girlfriend because she's a diver too. So
right,
and
right,
she's yet to dive.
right. So I'm thinking, okay, you still have 3 divers sitting over there that, and you're done after 5. Then don't complain you're not getting no gold because you're that close, and now you're done for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they've got to get back to the multi-shift. I mean, because what did
Yeah,
they bring? They brought her up there because she can dive, and what is she doing? Just standing on the bank observing?
yeah, pretty
Whose
much.
girlfriend?
Dustin.
Dustin's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like, okay, I need this money that bad. We're that close. We're not going to stop. We're just going to keep switching off. You dive when you get tired, come up. We'll send somebody else down. You get tired,
Yep.
come up. We'll send another guy down till we can't go no more. You're that close. That's what I'm saying. They keep saying, well, we're that close. Then keep going, punch through. Let's see. That's just what I'm thinking.
Scott Gary and Jasper's Adventures says Swifty should dive on his claim. Going to be water tomorrow.
Shoot. There ain't no water on my claim.
Tomorrow, they said.
There better be one heck of a storm way north to send anything my way. This ground right now, if we had a 3-day rain, it'd suck it up like a sponge. Everything out here is bone dry. Ask Rob.
Maybe there's big rains are coming up in
Well,
the
there were supposed to have been big rains today, but all we got is one sprinkle. We've had the cloud cover come off that tropical storm. It's a freaking hurricane to me. If it's spinning like that, it's a hurricane. But yeah, we got everything coming through today from that. So I don't know.
I don't know. I
Well,
don't know.
they did say this is a very rare rain event for the state of Arizona, period. I mean, heck, Phoenix didn't get any rain since 1914 on this day.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty dry out there in this time of year.
Ah, ah. I don't know.
Let me look at the old Doppler.
Look at
I
the
don't
old
think there's that much.
Doppler.
I mean,
Yeah.
we
I
had
get,
Aaron
if
Boyd
anytime I want to, yeah, anytime I want to look at the radar, man, I always go to NWS radar. It's pinpoint on it.
Would
I'm
that be the
surprised.
National Weather Service?
Maybe it is.
It says
I just call it NWS.
It's raining in Surprise.
Yeah, I'm thinking it'd probably be dissipated, but before it even gets up into that neck of the woods,
Huh. Surprise.
depending on the direction of the.
I don't know.
I see scattered. It's just scattered stuff around Arizona right now. Nothing solid, nothing heavy.
No serious rain.
No, it's
Yeah.
just it's all green and blue, so that's nothing hardly. It's actually staying right below Phoenix and in the middle of Phoenix.
Uh-huh.
But to get to me, well, I can see the clouds right there, but there ain't nothing happening here that's going to be that much rain.
Huh.
Okay, I wish there was that much rain. I wish the water would have stayed like. Usually, what we like is when we have some snow and then it gets pretty heavy up north, and then we get a couple of days of rain, and it starts pulling the melt down. That way, the water runs for a couple of days, but then it turns out clear. It clears up, so it stays chocolate milk. Because you can't dredge in chocolate milk. It just sucks.
No.
No,
Anything
I
you wear
try.
looks like crap. The dirt just sticks to your legs or it sticks to your pants, your shoes, and you never can get it back out.
Great. Yeah, well, you get that chocolate milk stuff on that white t-shirt. It's real. Right?
Yeah, that ain't coming.
No,
that ain't coming out.
No,
It's not coming out.
it
So-
don't. No, it don't. That's for sure. You know what else don't come out? Them gold prices.
Man, I even forgot to look that up.
Yeah, I caught
Hang
you.
on, I got it right here.
While
I
he
got it
looks
right
for
here.
that, Brian says he's gonna be in Nome tomorrow. He's gonna be captaining for Vernon again.
Oh, nice. Have fun,
Good.
Brian. Way to go. Captain
Go get him, buddy.
Captain Brian.
I know I'm pretty
All
satisfied with
right.
gold.
Change
So,
your name to Jack, Brian. That way we call you Captain Jack.
Yeah.
Captain Jack. I'm Captain.
Gold prices. Oh, right now it took a $30.90 jump up. went to $3,321. Silver did a 20-cent jump up to $33.28. It's looking a little better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Platinum actually $10 jumped, went to 1,072. Palladium took a $2 jump, $999, and rhodium once again stayed unch at 5,750.
Did the old Bitcoin make a jump, Jared?
No, I mean it is up currently,
Uh-huh.
but it's almost 6% off the all-time high, which isn't a whole lot, but
Right.
right now it's sitting at $105,670.
All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Very good. Silver just needs to do a little more. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Just needs to show itself. Make itself known. Go.
Yeah, I mean Ethereum is kind of like the silver of the crypto world,
Uh-huh.
and it's sitting at 2,535.
See, if it can do that, why can't regular silver just, do something like that? Does everybody need to start buying silver? Is that what'll do it? Is that what-
Technically, I mean, but you'd have
Technically?
to buy a lot. It's not like an individual buying. Like if we all went and bought a coin, it wouldn't do nothing to the market.
No. So somebody needs to buy a lot of silver. Lots and lots. I mean, they should. It's only $33 an ounce. They should just buy a
Should have
lot.
bought it when it was 20.
Yeah. Buy, truckloads of it.
Follow so high.
Just saying. Just saying. Gotta
Oh,
be-
speaking of Justin from Whitewater, there he is in the chat.
Who is?
Justin
Justin.
Peterson.
Justin Peterson. Wait, why am I confused?
Because you are confused.
I think it was 2 years ago he was on the show.
Oh, Roger that. Okay, because I was
We've
thinking,
had him on here.
yeah, right. I
Was you
like-
thinking I was saying Dustin?
yeah, and I was like, Justin from Whitewater. I'm like, are you thinking Dustin? And I'm like, I was just confused. It happens when you get my age.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll never see Dustin in the chat.
Oh, you're killing me. I get my age, you forget stuff. I'm like, yeah, no, really, Drew.
It
It
happens. It happens.
And he was just bragging about his memory earlier.
I was about the show memory. Well, wait, that would have counted too as show memory. God, maybe I better just shut up.
Before I criminate myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Man. I'll let you guys incriminate yourselves a while.
I'll give a shout out to the chat in there. We got David Villa, Ray Rusaw, Justin, Brian Wilder, Flash in Your Pan Ed,
Hey, Bobby!
Stephen France, Gary and Jasper's Adventure. Let's see, going up.
Going up.
Charles Hanson, John Hunt, Jack Flint, Jane Hartley, Thomas Pennywake Folks, David Alfonsetti, Ogre MGTOW, Randy Lewis, Alan Burgers, JP Lonsonmore, and I think that's it. If I missed you, sorry.
Nice turnout. Well, thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah.
Every Sunday that you do, we appreciate it. So I guess on that note, Rob, you had some stories that you wanted to share with us tonight.
Oh, I did.
Stories.
Stories.
Okay.
Well, you do. I'll just go ahead and turn it over to you, Rob.
Yeah, I need to get the pictures first.
Oh, yeah. And I need to share screen second.
And I don't know where the pictures went.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Well, I'm only going to do a couple of them. because I really wanted to talk about this deal that's going on. Oh, where's that stupid thing? Command open. Thank you.
Open sesame.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Let's
Excuse me, folks.
Boom.
I don't know where that come from.
Boom.
Thank
I
you.
took a breath. Took a breath and it just come out.
Oh, Lordy.
That carbonation in that water.
Uh-huh.
Well, okay,
Yeah,
here we
we've
go.
been. Ooh, all right, pennies.
Shiny pennies, Rob.
Yes, shiny pennies. You know, we've been having the 1 cent for quite a few centuries now,
Right.
over 200 years. The Treasury makes its final penny order as production winds down. And of course, the past decade, the cost of production of the penny has increased, which, cost almost 4 cents to make.
Right. That's kind of silly.
The U.S. Mint made their final production on the copper zinc plating blanks, and they're they have not given a time frame when they're going to start releasing them, but this is going to be the last year, pretty much. We talked about it here in the past, where just like Canada, when they did away with their cents, everything rounded up or down. So,
Right. True.
but
Well, you know everything's going to round up here.
but with me, I got bunches of pennies. I want to turn them in, but it's kind of a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. It's like, what do you do with them then?
Ooh, look at that.
Now, this one piqued my interest because this just came out a couple days ago. Governor DeSantis, state of Florida, is taking a big step towards making precious metals just as useful as cash. On Tuesday, he signed a bill, or signed a bill Tuesday, to start the process of making gold and silver legal tender in the state of Florida. Starting July 1st of next year, the bills will require all coins to be stamped with the weight, purity, and the mint origin. It specifies that using it or accepting it is optional. Purchases of the precious metals would be exempt from sales tax, but gold and silver could be used to pay other kinds of taxes.
Well, that's pretty
What
interesting.
what they're saying is we're really leading the way on protecting your economic independence and your financial sovereignty, as the governor states. He argues that metals are a protection against a falling dollar, which he sees as a risk given perennial deficit spending in Washington. He also points out gold has tripled in value since 2015, while because of the inflation, paper money is buying less. This is your ability to give your financial freedom to be able to protect yourself and against a declining value of the dollar. At Tampa Coin and Precious Metals, the owner displayed several silver bars weighing over 100 ounces. I don't have pictures of it, sorry. You can't print them out of thin air, he says. He applauded the move, but questions how it would be implemented. At $3,500, gold bars are worth enough to be exchanged for a used car, depending on the rules the state of Florida sets up. He thinks that it's a great idea in theory, but he just doesn't know how they would implement it. I don't know why they put that in twice.
So
They wanted to make you know it.
So what are these bills then, Rob? What?
These are like the Florida
Gold
gold
backs.
that they're selling now.
So
And
they're selling them.
yeah,
Yeah,
And
they've been selling them for a long time. Actually, in Utah, gold, they passed, it was called the Utah Legal Tender Act, which made gold and silver legal tender.
Right.
And you can use those gold backs. But last time I looked, it was like 30 stores across Utah.
yeah, there's not very many, but they'll
Huh.
take them. They'll take them over the greenbacks any day.
Okay.
Uh,
All
There's
right.
another. There's another made up money.
Yeah. See what about that? Now that's actually they're actually,
That's illegal.
but they're actually printing money. See,
Yeah, that's
Bitcoin
currency.
is not printed. So, see, I'm still
but it's printed with a certain amount of
ah
gold, so to say.
interesting.
So anyways, the bill specifies that the business accepting gold must be licensed, and the check cashers and money service businesses have to accept it. Once a week, the coin shop owner says he gets customers trying to come in and sell him something that has no better than fool's gold written all over it. There's a lot of fake stuff out there.
Yeah.
And then when they got to figure out what the stuff is worth compared to what they're selling and stuff and do all that. So, I mean, unless they really have somebody that specializes in that stuff, I think it's very difficult, as this fella says. I'm just reading word for word.
Sure. Oh yeah, I understand. You're fine.
Uh, Now it's up to the CFO and the Financial Services Commissioner to write out the rules for how this will work. So,
Ah, I'm just
again, just like Jaren was saying about Utah, I've heard of a store that you can go into and you got those gold backs and you can exchange that for goods and services.
so you buy these gold backs with cash.
Yes.
Okay.
And then turn around and
And
use those for the money.
But, I guess that's where I'm confused. Okay, so you buy this gold back for cash, but now if I wanted to cash my gold back in, would they give me gold or cash? Probably cash, right?
Probably.
yeah, cash, I would
It
imagine.
says like on it, it's like 1/20th troy ounce pure gold. So it's like, okay, so you would think when you turned it in, they'd give you that amount of pure gold. Huh.
Doubt it.
I doubt it too, but I'm just curious. It's just a question I was wondering.
Because I just came across a article and I'm trying to, stupid thing won't let me, but I heard something about a guy who bought a bunch of these gold backs off of Timu, turned around and spent, I don't know, $400 worth of value on a tattoo.
Uh-huh.
Then he turned around, went to a used car dealership, and spent the rest of them that he had in his possession at the time to buy a used car. Well, when they went to try to exchange it to a local precious metals dealer, the guy said, "This is fake."
Well, looking at them, even these, they look like it looks like fake money. Yeah. To me, it's like cartoon money.
Yeah, so I can't find that article, but basically it's like you got to be weary of what you're getting
Well,
because
yeah.
same thing
Oh,
with Florida. If they were just now, I'm sure they're going to be doing the gold weights and stamping the purity and all that on each individual bar, whether it's a 1 grain and stuff like that, all the way up to ounces.
right.
Kind of they do now. Uh, who was it? The German company where you can just break off a little piece here and there.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I've seen them kind of bars before.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. So
Interesting, no? Interesting.
let me get rid of that one. 20 treasures hidden in Ohio that will surprise you.
I'm surprised already.
Now imagine standing on the banks of an old Ohio river and wondering what might be hidden beneath the ground. For generations, people have shared stories about gold and silver lost across the state. These treasures might still be out there, waiting for someone to uncover them. Treasure hunting is like stepping into a real life adventure. Get to explore the forests, rivers, and small towns while following old legends and clues. It's a fun way to connect with history and see places you call home in a new way. Ohio is full of treasure tales that spark curiosity. From outlaw loot to forgotten coins buried by settlers, the possibilities are endless. Who knows? You might be one to uncover the next big find.
Oops. Hmm.
Okay.
I hope I am.
Yeah.
This one is going to be the lost French gold near Minerva.
Minerva. Yeah, I know where Minerva is.
Okay, Minerva. French explorers were reportedly transporting gold to fund their military efforts during a period of conflict with the British during the mid 1700s to protect the treasure from being captured. It is believed that French soldiers buried them in an area known as Minerva, Ohio. The treasure is said to consist of gold coins and bullion, with historical counts estimating its weight at several hundred pounds.
Oh.
This gold could have been worth a fortune at the time and was likely intended to support a critical campaign. Some suggest the treasure might also include other valuables, such as silver or precious artifacts. The gold was supposedly buried under the direction of a French military officer or explorers, though specific names are not confirmed. It is thought that a small group of soldiers was tasked with the burial. The treasure is thought to be hidden in a remote area, possibly near the banks of a river or in the surrounding woods. Over time, the precious location has been lost, but some believe it still could be out there, buried under layers of soil or vegetation.
Yeah.
So, how much would this be considered worth? They're saying well over $10 million.
Oh, holy.
So I'm trying to grab some more pictures here because
Huh?
that's what that noise is here.
I don't hear nothing.
Are you hearing noise?
I'm not.
Bing, bing, bing.
No.
All right, hang on, see if it's my microphone.
No, it was me, Scott.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's rain. It's raining. I'm on the front porch.
I mean,
I
that's
was-
just in the middle of the woods somewhere. I mean,
Yeah, I have to pull up some more pictures here
Huh.
because the stories go on.
So Ken, and then I'm gonna vote for that.
Right? The
That's a train crash.
yes, the Ashtabula train disaster treasure.
Ashtabula.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't live in Ohio, so
I know.
that's
See, I do, so I can correct you on these. Ashtabula. That's east.
okay. On December 29th, 1876, a train carrying passengers and valuable cargo fell into the Ashtabula River,
Ashtabula.
Ashtabula
There
River,
you go.
when a railroad trestle collapsed. The disaster happened during a fierce blizzard, killing 92 people, making it the deadliest road accident in the U.S. history during the 1800s.
Man.
Among the cargo, it was reported that the train was transporting $2 million worth of gold bullion. Tragedy and chaos of the event left the exact fate of the gold unknown. The trestle was located approximately 1,000 feet from an old railroad station on Lake Shore and Michigan Southern Railway. Over the years, treasure hunters have searched the area with little success, as the riverbed is now covered by layers of mud and sediment. The train wreck occurred during a height of a snowstorm, which made rescue efforts even much more difficult and further obscured the recovery of any cargo. The site of the disaster is marked by a historical sign at the intersection of 32nd Street and Lake Avenue in Ashtabula, Ohio. Ashtabula, Ohio. The treasure has become part of a mystery surrounding this tragic event.
Hmm.
Right? Where's my other photos? Because I have to stop share for a second and pull up the other one. Boom, boom. Okay. And we'll go to this guy first. He seems more interesting.
Dillinger.
Don Gillinger's hidden loot, the notorious bank robber during the Great Depression, is believed to have hidden a stash of stolen money before he was killed. Dillinger and his gang stole over $300,000 from multiple banks between 1933 and 1934. According to reports, he buried part of his loot in a location he thought would be safe. The hidden treasure is said to include cash and possibly other valuables taken during his robberies. Witnesses claim Dillinger carried large sums of stolen money, and he was known to hide his takings in remote areas to avoid capture. Dillon himself is thought to have hidden loot, possibly near his family farm in Mooresville, Indiana, or in
Yep.
other rural locations. Some believe he buried it shortly before his death on July 1934. Dillinger was ambushed and killed by federal agents outside of a Biograph Theater in Chicago, leaving the treasure lost to time. So they are asking how much would this treasure be worth today? $7 million.
Wow.
Yeah, you ought to go if you have never been to the Dillinger Museum in Indiana. I think it's in Little Nashville, but it's I've been through it like 4 or 5 times through my life, but
Uh-huh.
it's pretty cool. Yeah,
Never get down that way. It will.
The
I
Shawnee,
think I think I
go
think they
ahead.
used to have the call for Bonnie and Clyde in there too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
So our next one is going to be the Shawnee Silver along the Little Miami River.
Uh-huh.
The Shawnee Silver is believed to be hidden treasure left by the Shawnee people along the Little Miami River in Ohio. It's
Hmm.
said to include silver coins, ingots, and possibly other valuable items. These were likely hidden to safeguard the wealth of the Shawnees as settlers expanded into their territory. Stories about this treasure often mention it being part of the Shawnees' effort to protect their resources during forced relocations and skirmishes. The Little Miami River Valley, which its dense forests and rugged terrain provide an ideal location for concealment for the treasure. The exact spots remain unknown, though some believe it is buried near a cave or under a large rock formation along the river.
Mm.
With modern silver prices today and its historical value, this treasure could be worth over $1 million.
Oh. Yeah, they could tell they are all about the silver.
Yeah,
Looking.
he must have lost an eye or something from the looks of it.
Yeah. He's definitely sporting some silver though.
Yeah,
I'm going to go over to some pirates this time.
Uh-oh.
The pirate booty along Ohio River. Pirates are known to operate the Ohio River during the 1800s, using the waterway to raid and plunder passing boats. It is believed that one group of river pirates buried a stash of stolen treasure near Cheshire, Ohio. The hidden treasure is thought to include gold coins, silver bars, and other valuable items taken from boats traveling the rivers. Now, when I'm thinking pirates, I'm thinking, ho, ho, ho. But,
Oh my.
I'm thinking these are like, the modern day Somalian type pirates.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, they weren't Captain Jack type pirates. They were they were a couple guys on a rowboat. That was
yeah.
thrown out. Yep.
Pirates are often targeting shipments of goods and money, making their plunder substantial. Some stories suggest that cash could also include jewelry and other luxury goods. The treasure is believed to have been hidden by a pirate crew operating in the area, possibly led by a river pirate Samuel Mason or one of his associates.
Hmm.
Mason was a notorious outlaw known for his activities along the Ohio and Mississippi rivers. And with that, the gold would be worth, if you found it, $4 million.
Dang.
wow, that'd be a bell ringer.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. And we're up to Morgan's Raiders, the gold. Morgan's Raiders gold refers to a treasure believed to have been buried by the Confederate soldiers during the Civil War. In 1863, General John Hunt Morgan led his men on a daring raid across Indiana and Ohio. As Union forces closed in, it is said that Morgan's men buried a cache of gold and other valuables to lighten their load and avoid capture. The hidden treasure is thought to include gold coins, jewelry, and other valuable size seized during the raid. These items were likely taken from banks, businesses, and local citizens as John Morgan's men traveled through the region. Some stories suggest that the cache could contain weapons and other supplies. The location is thought to be somewhere near the route of their retreat in southern Ohio, possibly in a secluded wooded area or near a riverbank. Specific sites mentioned include areas around Buffington Island or Zanesville, where Morgan's forces were eventually captured. So, how much would this treasure be worth today? Based on estimates of the gold and valuables taken during the raid, the treasure might be valued over 5 million.
Dang.
Its historical connection to the Civil War would even make it more valuable.
Mhm.
All right, John Hunt, where's it at?
Yep. It's been named after him.
Yeah.
We had a lady on the show a long time ago that they were metal detecting them areas where Morgan's Raiders were. And then one day she found a gold coin.
Wow.
Yeah. I can't remember her name, Rich. It was a long time ago. Goodness. I wish I could remember her name.
But was it from the Raiders though?
I don't know. It was found in that area. So could have
Yeah.
been.
She was at
Yeah.
the right place at the right time, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Man, what was her name? I can't remember her name. But yeah, because they had a big hunt out there. They were, big outing. They got some land that Morgan's Raiders were supposedly on, and then it was a little bit after that she finally found that gold coin. So pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah,
Different for sure.
yeah.
I think Ed was asking, was it Barb?
No, I can't remember what her name was, but not Barb.
Was it what was her name? Kim Woodside?
No, further back. Dang, I wish I could remember her name. Ah, dang it. It was way long time ago. Might have been Thousand Mike's Day. Yeah. Yeah. It's
Thousand
been a
Mike's Day.
long time ago. Pat would remember. Pat McMasters, he would remember. Yeah.
That was before my time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was
Before mine.
Ian Rich, and I think the Colonel.
Can't
Rich.
even remember that for.
That's what I mean. I can't remember either.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember when the Colonel was here, but
Yeah. And I think that's when she was on. And yeah. I just
Hmm.
can't remember her name. Nope. Yep. Yep. And yep. Very cool, Rob. It's been
Okay.
interesting.
We'll
Interesting.
continue it next week.
All right.
So,
More Ohio.
yeah.
Ed says Kim Woodside had the ghost town in Ontario, Canada.
Right. Right.
But
Yeah,
but
right. She was a ghost hunter. Kim was, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm wondering if Bill Marsh would also know because he does hunt in that neck of the woods too.
I'm surprised Ed don't remember her name. Heck, what the heck was her
So
name?
before Scott goes, I want to show you guys a heat map of where you can use the gold backs.
A heat map.
So
Oh,
in Utah, 743, uh, Florida,
locate. Those are locations.
places you can actually go to and spend those.
Oh, you can use them in Ohio. Wow.
have any places in Pennsylvania?
Well, let's see.
I don't see.
Yeah, 42. It looks like in PA. If that's is that
Yeah.
I'm saying that's Pennsylvania.
So we're like Philadelphia or whatever. Yeah.
Way down there. Yeah.
What's the blue dots mean?
Not
Low
very
numbers.
many. Yeah. Not
Red is most populated or places, and then yellow's
secondary and
secondary, and blue's like can't really use them.
yeah, it was like don't waste your time. Yeah.
Well, you got like there's what's it say in Arizona? 8 or 6? I can't see it. Six, 6 and 11.
Yeah. So they're not very popular down your neck of the woods
Nah.
or in the Canada area. Ah, Interesting.
Probably because it hasn't reached down there yet.
Right.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens with that. Yeah.
never
Right.
can tell.
You never
Never.
can.
Nope. That's
That's,
a price tax right there.
well, Scott, what you got going on tonight?
Oh, I didn't have too much, but let me see. Okay, yeah, I got something for you. I had to go through my little stuff here.
Your little stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, usually when we're talking prospecting and digging gold and stuff, we tend to go to the way that we, find stuff and the way to do it. Well, these are the 10 most common gold prospecting mistakes. So I went
Let me
the
get
other way.
I'm gonna get my checklist out. Yeah.
It says avoid these 10 common mistakes. It says gold prospecting is not just a hobby; it's an exhilaration adventure that offers a change and covers small treasures hidden beneath the Earth's surface. However, like any new endeavor, it comes with a fair share of learning curves and mistakes. I still remember my first gold panning trip vividly. I was brimming with the excitement. My gear shiny and new, but it didn't take long for the thrill to give way to frustration as I realized just how much I had to learn. To help you sidestep those early mishaps, let's delve into 10 common mistakes beginners make when gold prospecting, and more importantly, how you can avoid them. We got number one, skimping on equipment. One of the biggest mistakes I made is buying cheap equipment, thinking I could save money. I was so eager to start that I grabbed the first pan I could find, to only realize that it was flimsy and ineffective. Quality over cost. Get a good, durable gold pan that can handle long days of panning. Upgrade with a metal detector if you're covering larger areas, and research before you buy. Look for trusted brands and read reviews. Number two is ignoring research, in which I believe that's one of the biggest ones, but okay. Jumping in without the proper research is a recipe for frustration. I learned this the hard way, and wasted an entire day searching a barren area simply because I haven't taken the time to study the local geology. Tips on this are local libraries, the sources are going to be the local libraries, historical maps and mining records. You got online forums like GPS, Go Prospector Space, advice from experienced prospectors, geological surveys, details about mineral deposits. So that's the best way to cover that, doing the research. Overlooking safety precautions. Now, I got to admit, Rob is too. We're pretty much all guilty of this little soiree, but if you don't get caught, it's good. If you got caught, it's not that good. But
Now,
gold prospect. What's that?
what you trying to implement at me?
He's definitely throwing you under the bus. Oh man.
we we did some things that we like. Yeah, we can't get too farther in there.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, gold prospecting often takes you to remote and sometimes hazardous locations. Always ensure safety first. Always tell someone your plan. Share your location with a friend or a family member, because, hey, the desert is a big place. Carry a basic first aid kit. Be prepared for emergencies. Check weather forecasts. Be ready for sudden changes. And see, those right there are the three of the most basic. Even if you're not prospecting, if you're just going to go out and go in the desert here and take a walk, make sure you did everything right there. Tell somebody, carry a basic kit, and check your weather for flash floods. It's big time out here.
Right.
Number four, being impatient. That's another one thing I'm probably guilty of. Patience is a cornerstone of successful gold prospecting. Many beginners move from spot to spot too quickly. Patience pays off. Dedicate time to each location before moving on. Hone your techniques for maximum recovery and embrace slower days. Each outing contributes to your growth. Okay. Number 5, disregarding environmental impact. Respecting the environment is a crucial part of prospecting. Always leave no trace. Environmentally friendly practices. Fill in your holes. And we hear that all the time out here. Fill in holes and take out the trash. Always restore the ground. Protect water sources. Avoid contaminating streams or rivers. And follow local gold guidelines. Make sure you understand all of the regulations. And we make too big of holes. You can't fill them back in. But we always take out the trash. And we're not going to fill them in anyway because we got to dig them the next year.
Well, you're on your own.
So
You're on your own claim too.
I know, right? Anyway, it says final thoughts, which is funny because it says the top 10 mistakes and it only gives me 5. I don't get it. Gold prospect is as much about as an adventure as about uncovering that elusive treasure. Avoiding common mistakes not only boosts your chances of success, but also makes an experience far more enjoyable. With patience and preparation, you will get closer to striking gold. So grab your gear, stay safe, and embrace the journey, and happy prospecting. Yeah, it's just, I'm sitting here like, well, what the heck? They said 10 things, and it only give me, oh, wait, let me see. Is there another one? Hang on, my slow. No, but I did. Yeah, they don't have the other 5. I don't understand where it went.
I don't know.
Well, I started with 1 and it went to 5. I thought it would be on the next page. It's not.
Why was safety third?
Huh?
Why was safety third on the list? You think it'd be number 1? Be safe.
You know, I don't know how.
Safety is third.
I know that's really weird though. They only give me 5, and they don't give me any other ones.
Crazy.
Well, that page is not the greatest.
Yeah.
At
least we got 5 tips.
Yeah, you got 5 in there.
Just change it to 5 tips. That's what it was. It was 5 things.
Well, I'd like to improve on one of them.
We could definitely do that for sure.
The one that says always tell someone where you're going. Don't tell another prospector.
Oh, okay. Good point there. Okay, I like that. That improved that one. Safety first.
Always.
And there's a perfect example of that right now in the gold community. I know Rob knows, Swift you might remember, but the Tasmanian guys we always watch.
Yeah.
Rob Parsons.
Yeah.
Of the Tassie Boys.
Yeah.
His most recent video was betrayed by a fellow gold prospector.
Oh no.
He was he didn't mention any names who it was, but they were scheduled to go out for the weekend, and the other guy canceled at the last minute, so Rob went up by himself, only to discover that that area had been cleared out.
Wow.
And after pushing the guy and questioning him several times, he finally admitted that he went and cleaned it out.
Wow.
Figures.
Never tell a fellow prospector.
No.
Tell him where you're in the area.
And I don't want to say it was or anything, but the only person that we're aware of that Rob goes out with is Levi. Because they're the Tassie Boy Prospectors.
Right.
So I really hope it wasn't Levi, because they had a really good friendship going on, and it's gone if that's the case.
Loose lips sink ships. Right.
Another thing, another big thing that I would tell somebody about too is when you start prospecting, like with a sluice box, don't over steep your box. That's another mistake a lot of people. They want it real steep because the water rushes, but if it's too steep, the gold ain't got a time to drop. So always use water pressure instead of the steepness of your elevation to find gold. I see a lot of people that do that.
check your tailings.
Yeah, that's another. You always check your tailings.
Check your
'Cause if
tailings.
you're losing gold, you're wasting time.
Right, Rich? Check your tailings.
Yipper, always.
Uh-huh. Big, big, big thing. Smokey will vouch
Yeah,
for
Smokey will tell you that.
it. Yes, he will. So yeah.
Yeah, Ray says, I hope Levi didn't do. I really don't think it was. Like you said, no names were dropped, and I guess we'll find out soon enough because
Right.
it'll come out.
Right. That's crazy.
I really don't picture Levi being like that, but I don't know him
Right.
personally.
Sure. Right. Now, you just know what you see, right? So I would hope not. I wouldn't think so. Yeah. Really wouldn't. I wouldn't think he'd stab his friend in the back. That'd be like, Rich telling me, and then I go and clean the spot out. It'd be like, nah, that's not
Gold
cool.
does stupid shit.
Yeah,
Or
but
gold does
and-
stupid things.
there ain't enough gold there to worth ruining a friendship.
And
Yeah.
Rob, it was where the other Rob Parsons, found his biggest nugget. So
If anything, I would have said, dude, I'm going to the spot. Are you going? No. Okay, well, I'm going. Sorry. You know what I mean?
it's the place that where you found your largest nugget. I mean, you're only going to tell certain.
Right.
He said only one other person knew. So
very small.
I think he would tell Levi. That's why I was like, can't be Levi. No, there's no way.
Yeah, you would tell your closest digging buddy, for sure. Somebody you trust, though, still. You have to trust them 100%, And then, hey, could it have just been a random person that found it? And
No, because he said in the video that he pushed the guy because the guy canceled at the last minute, like the night before,
uh-huh.
and he didn't think nothing of it until he got there, and then he started questioning the guy, and the guy denied it, and then finally admitted it.
Ah,
So he knows who it was. It wasn't just some random person.
okay. Okay, so the plot does thicken, though, still.
That plot thickens, all right.
It's like a Scooby-Doo mystery. What it is. It was old Mr. Withers from the amusement park. What the heck's that, Scott?
I do not know. I just seen it on my. It says OBS virtual something or other, virtual camera. So I just tried to see it. Oh, I see. It's got my other cameras on here.
Oh, yeah, that's your GoPro, probably.
Yeah,
And I just want
to
to say something. If,
Yeah.
since we don't know who it is, don't go over to Levi's channel and start calling him names or anything like that.
Right. No.
We don't know.
Oh, don't do stuff like that. That's one, it's childish. Two, it's
well, if they wanted it known, they would have said something. It ain't none of our business in the first place. But
right. Right. Just keep your ears open.
I mean, we'll find out. I mean, next week they could have a video with the two of them together, and we go, "Oh, it's not Levi."
Exactly.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's the way it is. Yeah, sure, makes sense.
Yeah, I was always saying, just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Don't be kicking stones where your foot's not supposed to be.
Just a reminder, though, maybe you don't want to tell somebody where you found your biggest nugget.
Exactly. Yeah, it's right.
No, I wouldn't.
Huh?
I wouldn't tell nobody.
You wouldn't tell Rob you found your biggest nugget?
Well, Rob will be with me. There's a difference.
So you tell your closest digging buddy. I mean,
I wouldn't say anything anyways.
Right. It's between you and your digging buddy.
I would just say, hey, look what I found.
Yeah.
Telling you what?
Where'd you find
Put it in your hand.
In the ground.
In the dirt. Got in the dirt.
That's right. I found it in my
Wasn't here, I can tell you that.
That's right. We got all kinds of answers for when they ask where we found it.
Heck, boys, now we got the set in rain.
Oh, I thought it wasn't going to rain.
No, I said it wasn't good. It's not heavy.
Oh, well, you said it set in rain. Ain't that good heavy rain?
Just a steady little rain.
Is that like Forrest Gump rain?
Like an Indiana rain.
Yeah. Yeah. Great big old fat rain.
One of those ones that usually takes 2 days.
Itty bitty stinging rain.
Itty bitty stinging rain. Sometimes rain even comes straight up.
Yeah. Dang it. I'm going to have to watch that stupid movie. Oh, Lord have mercy, mercy. Oh, yeah, Ray said, look what happened to my beach after he posted all those videos years ago.
Yep.
Yeah, people recognize a area and they're all over it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
When you
look what
post
happened to you.
videos, yeah, when you post videos, you kind of do leave your spots open. You got to hope you don't capture nothing in the background that's recognizable. And, because, yeah, lo and behold, somebody's doing research going, ooh,
But lo and
I've
lo,
I've shown around my claim, but
right? Oh, right. I mean, but that's the thing. You just got to watch. Yeah.
for me, as far as with the metal detecting, yeah, a lot of people know where I go hunting. It's not that hard to tell.
Right.
You know?
Right. Right.
Uh, but I'm also hunting so many different spots along the coast.
Sure.
So if I found a pair of gold teeth, you're thinking I found it down here. No, I found it up somewhere else
Right.
because I don't post everything in those certain areas
Right. It's all in the
like
editing.
where I'm at.
Uh-huh.
somebody,
It's straight
somebody,
down to the ground. You know what I'm
somebody
saying?
gets back on there and says, "That's my gold teeth."
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah, that's true.
because I've had people tell me, I wish you wouldn't be posting videos about this stuff because now we're getting too many people coming out here. Hey, I just
Hey, can't blame you.
share it.
Can't blame
But
you.
yeah, I have noticed that there's a lot less
They think,
fines now
they,
because
they think they're the first guys that's ever had an idea going out on a beach with a metal detector. Get
yeah,
over it.
Right, right, exactly. Exactly.
but
Yeah.
certain areas, when I do like land fishing is what they call it, or dirt fishing, uh, pretty much hitting the parks up. If I'm finding good stuff, I'm not telling you where it's at because I'm
Right.
giving a location out. And yeah, there's only one person that knows, and I trust him that he's not going to go blabbing off to it because, hell, there ain't nothing else around.
Right.
Mm.
Right. That's true.
Yep.
And some beaches are better than others. Just depends on who's there, who goes there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
everybody loses something at the beach. Heck, the sands, that stuff will eat anything.
Beach
Oh,
is full of treasures. Beach is big.
yeah.
Yeah.
In California, all that sand's poofy.
I mean, this was right before I went to Arizona
Ooh.
that
Oh,
Monday.
Sweet.
So,
nice. Another good find. Beach finder.
yeah, beach
Yeah.
finder.
Nice, Rob. See? Beach. Lots of beaches. Lots and
Pretty
lots.
awesome.
Found it on a beach. Found it in the dirt. All good answers. Yeah. But yeah, just have fun. Be safe. That's the key. Yeah. Always, always, always. Safety number one. Not number three. Right, Scott? And what about old Freddie and Juan? What's up with them, Rob?
You know what? I just seen a Facebook watch thing of them, but I think it was an older one. But I haven't never seen it.
Oh, you haven't watched the new season yet.
I
Well,
don't
Rob,
think I have. I can't
Rob,
tell. Yeah.
I think Rob has. Rob's keeping up with it. What's happening with this week's Freddie and Juan's mine rescue? Did they rescue somebody?
Yes,
Yes.
two women.
Two
Yep.
women?
Two women
Okay.
in Arizona.
Oh,
That's the-
Arizona's.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
so-
the one I see.
Okay. Tell us more.
They're set up good. They're just having some issues about water pressure and water flow. They don't have enough water. And it was basically like the connectioning. They didn't have a manifold, so you know, Freddie just built them a manifold to help with the water situation. And on top of that, they were able to locate a certain area where you look at the geology of the land and saying, okay, this, and this, and said dig right here. So they dug and they were able to pull out some color. So
Oh. So they wasn't finding no color really either.
it was not
No,
that.
there was like 0.02 of an ounce or something.
Oh,
It was
wow. Okay.
really bad.
Uh-huh.
But it's like what Freddie was saying, or was it Juan? I hope this is not a pipe dream that they wanted to get 50 ounces for the season.
Yeah.
But it was just the location and the water flow issues. Plus,
Right.
they also helped redo their sluice box to help capture more of the gold that way. Because they
Uh-huh.
had, what was that, Jaron? It was like a Canadian built ass backwards, goes two different directions. Trommel.
Trauma?
Yeah.
Are you thinking reverse helix?
Yeah, because
That's
inside,
what
your
that's what I
trommel's
think he's
going
talking
this
about.
way, and then on the inside, it's going the opposite direction.
Yeah. That's reverse helix.
Yeah.
Huh.
Keeps
So,
your rocks in there a little longer.
so, so they just not gonna hit their goal for sure. It's just not the right area
Oh
land.
no, they improved it a
Yes,
Oh,
lot.
they did.
oh,
You
It
got to remember,
was.
you got to have the gold in the ground too.
I
right.
remember my call on was like I said 1.2 ounces, and it ended up being like 1.27 or 8 or something.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, they went from like nothing to over an ounce in a 4 hour run. So
Oh, in a 4-hour
Well,
run?
Yes.
they
Well,
fixed the box then.
they found some good ground too, then obviously, right?
yeah, as they're leaving, uh, Freddie makes the comment. He says, "If they ever want to sell this land, I'll buy it."
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Good episode.
Oh, well, interesting. It must be some well,
Yeah, and the one
some
lady has
4 hour.
health problems, and they were trying to, streamline it a little better because originally she was up in the feeder box with a rake, like raking material down, and
Right.
had to do that constantly all day. So they fixed that with some spray bars and more pressure, and
That would
Nice.
not be good.
Arizona, Scotty. Arizona.
Hmm.
Any area you've heard of, Rob?
I'm
uh,
just gonna say northwestern corner.
Western corner of
Yeah.
Arizona.
Did they get any towns? Did they say any towns?
That I don't recall.
Hmm. Interesting.
But the thing is they're one's a I think they're both barbers or hairstylists.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so they both had their own businesses, and of course COVID shuts them down.
Okay.
Well, their
Okay.
dads own the mineral rights to his property. So he was going to sell it. Says, no, 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 let's take a look at it. So they basically was able to purchase or lease, or I can't remember what the story was, but they were able to get the property, and they were wanting to double and triple because when they started out, they had a 141. All right, and I was like, these two gals should have been using a 151 to help
Yeah.
improve the production. But and that's where I was like, oh, okay. And then when they switched over to water, yeah, water was the biggest issue, wasn't getting enough flow to wash all the material.
Right.
And then of course the capturing portion of the sluice box, they improved it for them.
Nice. Way to
Yeah.
go. Still, so they went from cutting hair to being miners.
And I believe their name of the mine is Two Chicks with Picks.
chicks with picks.
Chicks
Yeah.
with picks. Okay. Catchy name.
So if you know those gals, maybe you can help send them over to us and we can invite them on to be a guest on our
Oh,
show.
interesting. Yeah, that'd be cool. Wow. That's kind of cool.
See, and I'd heard that name "chicks with picks" before, and as
Sounds
soon as they
familiar.
said it, I was like, I think that's been in my suggested YouTube video. So I
I was
went
gonna say
looked,
it sounds
and
like it
it's not them. The
really.
Yeah.
chicks with picks on YouTube is two Australian women.
Yeah.
Oh. That's
Ed was asking, isn't it the King Tut mine in Kingman? That is correct
The
because
King Tut was above, yeah.
oh,
Yes.
it was
Yeah. That's
above where they were at. Well, yeah, so they're probably on some real rich ground, right?
yeah. They're up in the left hand corner, like if they're around Kingman,
Nice.
just before you get into Nevada.
Nice. Nice. They got some prime land. Well, good for
Did
them.
I did
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of how they pinpointed that area where Freddie told them to dig is because those ravines and stuff were coming off the King Tut and other locations as well into a three-way X marks the spot type place.
Oh, okay.
Boy,
And
that'd been
then
nice.
Yeah. But hey, maybe
Oh
they should,
man,
why don't Freddie go on Whitewater and help them? Yeah. Just
uh,
has he ever been on there? I can't remember.
no,
some people
I
do.
don't. It's not really up his alley though.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Like I
you're
said, he got on that show because, like I said, they told that lady that when I said you got to have something like Freddie does because he actually builds the machines. He knows them in and out. I
yeah.
mean, I know about machines, but I don't build them. He does. So
Yeah, that's true. Huh. Still interesting.
He
yeah,
he has helped out a few people in the certain aspects that were, but not as a small scale when it
Right.
comes to whitewater.
Right. Okay.
He was helping people in a much smaller scale.
Right. Yeah, like Scott.
Yeah, and Whitewater, I mean, the only improvements they can really make, because I mean, they've got their boxes tuned in and everything. I mean,
Uh-huh.
they got
it's a
everything they
yeah,
need
it's
to
a
move
self-loading
boulders.
dredge.
The only thing that can change is location.
Yeah.
It's
That's
the
all.
gold's there or not.
Why does Dustin hate that Deuce Sluice so much? I think it's awesome. It's a heck of a rig.
It, early on problems, and he just wants to. He's
Yeah.
just so frustrated this year. It's like crazy.
Take longer hours. Problem solved.
Yeah, and after all that drama, Freddie or not Freddie, Carlos was only in there for like about 4 hours, and he
Right?
says, "Why don't you come up?" And I
Yeah,
said,
right.
"Didn't you just throw a big fit about this?"
That must have been before I fell asleep. It's like, okay. Yeah.
The episode before, you were ready to fire everyone because
Right.
they wouldn't go over 4 hours. In the next episode, you're like, "Oh, it's been about 4 hours. Why don't you come up?"
Right. See, I'm just really just confused on the whole dive schedule thing going on there. A lot of daylight hours. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying. Just that's all I'm saying. If you want it, you gotta work for it. You gotta put
Now,
it.
would you be wanting to go down 17 feet and it's all
Oh,
murky and trying to move material and stuff like that?
right? I would think 4 hours
Or
is plenty. Yeah. Being down.
more than 4 hours?
Yeah. But now it's your turn. 4 hours for you now, Rob. That's an 8 hour day.
Just as
if
long as
you're
the
gonna
rocks
move
don't
rocks,
crash
move
on
rocks.
top of me.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just me. I'm sure it's different down there, but it's just my thinking. First time I had noticed that though. So I was like, I might ask the guys on the show about that. Get their thoughts.
Yeah, I should have asked Justin when he was in here. I don't see him anymore. At least
Uh-huh.
he might be lurking, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they used to do
Well,
shifts.
they must, yeah, and even before, because like I said, Dustin got mad because Carlos wouldn't do an 8 hour dive. Okay, well, you called it a day after 5 hours with James, then
Well,
well,
no, it was five. It was 5 hours that Dustin got mad. He said, "You are going to die for 5 hours." And he's
oh,
like,
I
"Well,
thought you said
I
you're.
can't at 4." No, he
Oh,
was. If he was asking for 8, Carlos should have punched him in the nose right there.
good point. Okay, so it was 5. Okay, so but still, end of day, 5 hours. Nobody else goes in.
Dude, you could come up for you could do 5 hours and come up for a half an hour break, eat a sandwich, and go back down for another
Yeah,
3.
maybe. I mean, I'm sure it's rough. I just still wonder how much weight they're carrying on them to stay put in that white water they're fighting. Yes, it's
Mhm.
probably exhausting, but send a fresh guy down. 5 hours
Well,
tomorrow.
Scott, the reason you can't just come up, have a sandwich, and go right back in is because as soon as they get out, but they don't have their hot water anymore, they're wet, it's cold.
Yeah. So that's why I think you send a fresh guy down. Okay, Jaron, it's your turn. I'll sit up here and eat my sandwich and warm up, and you go down for 5 hours, and
I
then
mean,
we'll.
I guess you could sit there with your hot water running while you eat the sandwich, but
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, you
That
could.
would be the idea.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're not supposed to go swimming to after eating.
Right. Because I
Oh,
mean,
That's an old bull crap tale that moms made up back in the day so they could have kids get out and eat. It's bunk, bogus.
Oh, that's a wives' tale.
It's a wives' tale, yes.
I don't know. It's just my thinking. 5 and 5. That's 10-hour day. 4 and 4. That's 8 hours of pure dredging.
True.
A couple other people popped in chat. I just want to say hi to Don G and Heath Doty.
Howdy, fellas. Thanks for popping in chat tonight. We're about ready to wrap it up. We still thank you for stopping by as always. Sure do. Sure do. So interesting things going on out there. Yeah. I have to watch it again this week. Or maybe I should rewatch this episode too.
Maybe.
I might watch it again tonight.
He says I fell asleep. He says, I don't know where.
Yeah, because I fell asleep watching it. I was like,
Here am I going to rewatch and go, oh, I did miss a lot of this.
oh, I did hear that part clearly though, because I know James went down and widened the hole up, got it real nice and wide, so they can work not on top of each other. And then it's like, okay, let's wrap it up for today. It's like, what? You just got the hole open. Go get somebody else in there, because tomorrow morning it's gonna be full of that kitty litter crap again.
There is.
Get somebody in there right away. You got 2 other divers sitting there ready to go that I'm sure would have jumped right in. Yeah. That's my
It's
thinking.
the only way to get gold.
It's the only way you're going to get.
That's right. It's the only dang way you're going to get the gold.
Don't stop till you have to. Yeah. I'm just saying. I want them to score. I want them to score huge. I really do. I want them to, like Oak Island huge. But, yeah.
Oak Island huge. Good Lord. You can't even compare the two.
Piles and piles and piles of gold. Yeah. Yeah.
Dreamer. What a dreamer.
Well, I think that plunge pool up further up the creek would be the ideal little spot.
After 6 years, you'd think they had found something.
Well, I'm back on gold whitewater again. I'm off Oak Island. That was
Yeah,
quick.
that's where they're gonna go after the 2 or 3 days, because like
Now
they
that
say,
one-
they think they're about a foot from the bottom, from the bedrock.
Right.
So regardless, they should be able to find out soon.
Yeah, right. They should have
But
their answer.
they're either gonna clear the hole out
Uh-huh.
and get rich, or nothing at all and move up to the plunge
Start
pool.
moving up to that plunge pool there. The plunge pool definitely would be the prime location, right?
And even that's such a small location.
It is small. It
too,
looks
so, I
real
mean,
little. Yeah,
it can't be too much overburden. I mean,
shouldn't be.
it looks like it's only 12 feet
Right. It doesn't
wide
look
or something,
big.
14 foot wide maybe.
Yeah.
And the way the canyon comes down, they can't be more than like 8 feet of overburden into the bottom.
You would think, right?
If I was Dustin after all this time, I'd be looking for new ground somewhere else.
A complete new claim.
Yeah, but then it would be the show wouldn't be the show, man.
Well, I think the show ain't the show no more anyway. I think this was the last season, right?
Could have been.
Probably so.
As of now, yes.
So doesn't matter. Sell that claim and just find a new piece of ground up there.
Yep.
Right? I mean,
When you're not finding gold and people stop watching.
yeah, I'm still watching, even though they ain't finding it. But
Yeah.
hey, I watch Oak Island, they ain't finding it. I'm just saying. Yeah. If they found it every week, it wouldn't be interesting. So, just saying.
Yeah.
Right? Now, would it? You'd be like, oh, they found more gold. Go figure. It's better.
No, I'd be saying, all right, they're on it now.
I like when they go, oh, there was absolutely nothing in the box. Nothing. Not even a speck. I mean, yeah. Okay. Reality. That's realism. It's like, oh, crap. That sucks. Yeah, I feel bad for him. I want to see him
It
score.
does happen when you don't test.
Yeah, well, I want to see him at Matt just glowing.
And that's why
That's another thing on the list.
What?
Rob, that's another thing on the list. You've got to test before you dig gold.
Yeah.
Test. Right?
Just don't go out and start digging a hole.
No.
Mm.
That's why I like Freddie and Juan. It's okay. I got me a 20-acre placer claim.
Right.
This is set up. I think I'm doing it all wrong. Please help me. And they come out and they're like, okay, yeah, you're in the wrong area. Let's go move over here. And by the way, your equipment is great, but it needs improvements. That's what I like about that show.
That is what's cool about that.
Yeah.
You know, because you think I got it set up right, everything's right. Why am I getting gold? And they come out and go, "Ooh, dude,
Yeah.
that's wrong."
It's not going to some multi-million-dollar corporation and
Right,
saying your sluice boxes are all hooked. Let's go do
right,
this. No,
right.
he's doing it for the small scale.
Yeah, they're helping Joe Schmo.
Obvious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, let me help them.
I can remember one episode that Freddie and Juan was standing. Freddie was, well, how many times have you tested the ground? He goes, well, we've never tested the ground. Why they just look at each other like, oh boy,
Yeah, we
here we go.
just started digging. Got to be gold.
Yeah, we just started a hole over here. It's got no. It starts with a pan and ends with a pan.
Yeah, that's why I like it too, Rob. It just makes sense, you know. They're helping.
Now, just some of the stuff that they, oh no, I'm talking about somebody else. Never mind.
Uh,
I'll
uh,
tell you another good thing about that show is that a lot of people that said, hey, you know what? I think we could make a go at it. When they look at this show and they're like, hey, I think we better slow down and back up and take a big picture look here because that thing, I can see what they're doing and it's nothing like we got going.
yeah. It
No,
would.
I was thinking about that other show, Backyard Gold, and not that good.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Between Juan and Freddie, yeah, they know
Uh,
there's.
there's no comparison of the
Yeah.
two, in my opinion. Yeah.
Sorry about that, but
No, but
that's my opinion.
you're right. Yeah, I agree on that one. Yep, big time. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah, Freddie and Juan are definitely helping out. Ah, oh, mercy, mercy.
Like I said, they've definitely saved some families from losing a lot of money because it takes a lot to get out there and do it. It takes even more to stay. And it takes 2 minutes to say crap on this. I'm out of here.
Yeah. Crazy, crazy, crazy is what it is, brothers. Yeah. Interesting.
Mhm.
Well, I'll be watching again next Saturday night to see what happens. Any of the other shows come back on yet, Jaron? Skinwalker, Blind Frog, anything?
Not yet. Another 2 weeks or so, a week.
Like mid-June.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, I will be watching for them so I can see they captured an alien on Skinwalker Ranch. We've captured one. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So Ray said plug the GPS channel before you bail on YouTube. I don't think he means the YouTube channel because they're watching there, so they already are there. We
What
don't
do you
need to
mean?
tell.
Plug the old.
So I think he means plug the
Oh, here,
goldprospectorspace.com.
let's do it right now. Yeah. Let's play the little fancy commercial.
If you're interested in gold prospecting or treasure hunting as a career, hobby, passion, or just something you're
Yeah.
interested in getting into, you have to visit goldprospectorspace.com. At goldprospectorspace.com, you'll find forums, chats, videos, blogs, sections on dry washing, metal detecting, high banking, and so much more. At goldprospectorspace.com. There's a store, classifieds, and at goldprospectorspace.com every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time. Tune in to Prospectors Radio, the talk show for gold prospectors and treasure hunters. Goldprospectorspace.com is a social network with thousands of members, and everything you need is at goldprospectorspace.com. Sign up today and get connected to others who share your love of gold and gold prospecting. Let the treasure hunt begin at goldprospectorspace.com. Goldprospectorspace.com.
How true. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Get her done.
I wish I could have that recording so I could put it on Facebook.
Just record it. But it's like 16 members, boys and girls, and we'll have 8,000. We only need 16 more. 16's the magic number. Yes. And we'll have 8,000 goldprospectorspace.com members. Yes. Yes and yes. 16, Scott. 16.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's free.
And it's for absolutely free.
We don't need your credit card or bank or
No, we don't ask none of that information.
not us.
No, just sign
Free,
up.
free, for free, free, free.
Free for free. Just look at the thousands and thousands of pictures and videos, and you could spend the days just looking at pictures of gold prospect
That's
on there.
that's no joke.
For sure.
For sure.
Sure.
And don't forget about Tuesday night hangout live with Ed at Flash in Your Pan. He will be having on Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. He'll be having Rocky Mountain Life prospecting, Culver prospecting, and Operation Four Paws.
Wow, big bunch. Go on over and check it out on Tuesday over with Ed. Heck yeah.
You know, Tim, there's a question in GPS. This guy, American Gold Prospectors, he wants to know when you're going to post up another GPS outing.
As soon as we find a good place to have one.
So, Brian, if you got a place, let us know.
Yeah, there ain't in Nome, Alaska. Or yeah, we'd love to do an outing. It's just finding a good spot to have one. It's always the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But his new property that could be a thing in the future.
Who's Brian's?
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be cool. Let us know.
Where's that property at?
And where, Jaron?
Maine,
Maine? That's
Maine.
probably closer to you, Rich.
I believe.
I just heard it somewhere in New England. I don't know where.
Is it New England? I thought it was Maine. I don't know. He'll tell us in a second.
That would be cool. That would be
I mean, you know, it's kind of the same thing as Notellum Creek. You know, I don't know where.
right. Kind
No,
of.
Elm Creek.
Kind of the same place. Agreed, Rob. Yep. He's gonna say it's in Maine.
Me.
Maine. Maine.
Okay, apparently I had the wrong date. I guess this week is Madison, Maine for Ed.
Oh, you had the wrong date for the guest.
Oh, Richie. Metal detectorist.
Metal detectorist. Very cool. Rob will be there.
That's odd. I went to his channel, hit live, and usually the next scheduled one is the first one there. And apparently they tricked me.
Oh, they psyched you.
They tricked me. He says.
He's also an author too.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
I believe he's got a book that he sells on Amazon.
Oh, very cool. Yeah.
Randy's siding with me. He believes it's Maine also that Brian has the property.
Maine.
We don't know where it's at. I'm just saying, you know.
Maine. Maine. It's in Maine.
Hell, it could be Vermont.
Yeah. Oh, I got a book on Amazon too now. I forgot to tell you. It's called We Need 16 More Members. Yeah.
Well, speaking of books, did you ever get that
Yeah,
one
you just
about
put your foot in your mouth.
Did you ever get that book about the treasure?
Which one?
Which one? There's gold inside.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
treasure
it's-
inside.
yeah, but
There's treasure inside. You
haven't
said
read
you
no
could order
more.
it on Amazon.
Oh yeah, I got it. Well, where were you at when we were talking about it? And we had the word search and stuff.
Well, yeah, we did it for like 2 weeks and then it just fell off the
Yeah,
plan.
it's sitting right over there. Want to start doing it again?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
All right, we'll start.
You
doing
didn't buy the book to
No,
do
it's
a chapter.
sitting under here, bare stack of paper. See, I'll move all these papers, and it's right there. I haven't even been reading it. I'm waiting on you guys to say, "Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back." It's there. It is there, for sure.
You
So
know, we should get him to buy the
next week,
book, A Secret.
I still say we got to get the children's book because there's clues in it too. I've watched Ready Player One like 4 times. So
Scott can read that one. He should get it.
the children's one. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll look it up again. Yeah,
Eisenheim.
I think it was called We Need 16 More Members. We'll have 8,000. That's the name of the children's book, Scott. Okay.
Okay.
Look it up on Amazon.
All right.
Yeah. On that note, we want to thank everybody for coming and hanging out with us tonight. And don't forget to join us here next week As always, we'll be here. Hope you can make it as well. See us. Good night.
Good night, Gold Digger.
Later.
Later.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.
Oak Island.
16.